It's stupid American money. They're
Yeah.
going to do everything they can to keep access to our money.
If you don't mind me asking you this question. So I think sort of the big talk right now on our end of the industry, especially with, the Forex and the indices, is a lot of traders in Forex now are talking about the transitioning to futures and X said YZ because of, everything that's been going on and the nonsense that's been going on. And I know we're in the middle of all this change is happening, and I think sort of people are reacting before the dust has sort of settled, and we actually have a definitive of okay, this is the direction that we need to go on. But I just want to hear your thoughts because I'm tired of hearing just all the YouTube's versions of it, and I sort of want to get somebody sort of out of that scope opinion on that. If you have any feelings whatsoever, Jenny, what are your feelings as far as that if we're going to be in a transition to maybe stop trading the CFDs and go into futures, et cetera, and just your any sort of thoughts if you have any on that.
I think we're not there yet. I think it's very viral to go and be on the extremist side of any topic, right? And that's any topic. Politically, this is just another topic. So I don't personally think we're at the position where we are going to be completely unaccessible to what we're currently doing now. Now, I could be wrong because, again, we don't have any information, but I'm also the last person. God gets all the glory because, man, have I grown up to be super reactive, right? And I'm still work in progress, but these people I feel like are also being immeasurably reactive, immeasurably presumptuous without enough information. So as it looks right now, we don't have enough direct evidence to believe we are not going to have some access to this industry of some kind in the coming months. Of course, I could be wrong because new evidence can present itself that we don't currently have. But because it's so viral to go and be on the extremist side of any topic, I think it's worsening and it's just, adding gasoline to a fire. So there's too many brokers that are making solid moves that, remember, cost money. These decisions, these brokers and these industries are making cost money. They are not free. And I don't know what their costs are. I'm definite that they're greater than mine, but I can tell you business costs a crap ton of money to get things moving. So for them to be putting this much money, let's look at this strategically, right? Again, we could be wrong. There could be news that we don't know yet that is coming. So first, we'll call that out fair and square. But we also know there's enough industries and companies, platforms that rely heavily on, I'm going to be kind of derogatory here, America's thirst for more. Okay. We're a lot more likely to grow and blow some accounts than a lot of London folks. And I'm an American through and through, but come on, we don't trade the same. We will blast through prop firms 10 times to one that some of these other countries and their clients do. The American part of their business model is huge. So they are going to do anything in their power to keep our money because we spend it differently. Come on, we already know that. The whole world knows America spends it different. We gamble differently and we are gambling in this industry. Too many people are. So in my opinion, they have too much money going into this to make sure that we have a place to go for it not to have some place coming soon. Now, the mess in between now and then, I can't say. I personally believe that we're going to find some methodology, some platform, or some safe place in the coming months. I just think there's going to be a big mess in between now and then. Do I think futures is the only way? No, but I could be wrong because there's stuff I don't know. So it'll be a great push to futures. And all that's going to happen. Here's the reality too. If the SEC is on the extreme end that people think it's on, futures is not going to be left out of that. It just will be a safe place for a short time before futures is now the next attack, right? So all this is going to do is it's going to pop up all kinds of new, just like we saw with the prop firms, it's going to pop up all kinds of new future brokers and future coaches and future this and that and future YouTube channels, and they're going to go viral. They're going to go amazing. And people are going to do what they do, especially as Americans who
Well,
we don't risk.
regulators are very comfortable with futures. You have permissions to do it, but all the pricing is the same. It's explicitly illegal for U.S. citizens supposedly to have access to CFDs. And all the powers that be seem to be arrayed against that whole idea. And remember too that in the market, as far as US is concerned, is the National Futures Association. So they're the ones that are actually regulating Forex. Would they love to see everybody come into futures? I bet they would.
Yeah, they have a vested stake in that. Yeah, I've heard that the reason why, futures is supposedly currently acceptable is because of the pricing models and that it's all the same. But again, how do you get people to stop shopping at one store? If they push everybody to this side, they're going to have more control over this side, right? They're going to have more money over on this side. So I don't know. Scott makes a good point in terms of that is the regulatory body of what we're now currently facing. But going off of business principles, I think that there's too many platforms and too much money being spent to make sure that we have a safe place. So as long as it's reasonably legal or accessible, I don't think this industry is quite dead.
Yep. And what we're
Yeah.
seeing right now is that it seems that there's a lot of push from MetaTrader. That is what's kind of shutting down some of these avenues. So we're seeing, prop firms moving to other platforms. CTrader is one. It might be only a matter of time before CTrader gets targeted and they start. We don't know where the pressure is being brought to bear. That has not really been exposed yet. Something has MetaTrader spooked, and it hasn't shown its head to us yet.
It seems very tantrum. So it seems, and granted, this is, secondhand, third, undigested information, but it seems very tantrum. Like they got their world upheavaled with all the Russia stuff and got kicked off the App Store. And I think it scared the bejesus out of them. So this, I'm going to be the bully in the playground move that they're making, because it really does appear that way. And again, this is not information. This is opinion. It appears as though they're like, well, if someone's going to pick on me, watch what I can do. Watch what upheaval I can cause. It seems very tantrum childish at this point. So it does seem meta quotes based, like Scott said. But
It seems like they're targeting US more than anyone, because if you noticed, remember yesterday, now that they're doing the restriction, you can't even have a dual citizenship and one of them being USA.
I saw that, and that was the one that, so some
Yeah.
things I just let go, but then you can't even be dual was
Yeah.
very, I didn't like that part. That was a
It's
bit,
probably somebody in our government pressuring them.
there's a guy, I don't know if he's on right now, but he does the Darwin markets. I think I'm saying it right. They get a lot of their money, obviously, from non-Americans, but most of these companies, brokers, Forexes, prop firms, the vast majority of their profit model comes from, please take this with a grain of salt, but stupid American money. Because then that's what it is. It's stupid American money. They're
Yeah.
going to do everything they can to keep access to our money, because whereas, yes, we are the country that's going to start these little $200 and $300 accounts, but we're also going to do it 578 times. And we trade it different. We literally trade it different. So back to your point, I don't see that these companies are making all these moves to build. Remember, that costs money. These other platforms, if they didn't see an avenue. Now, there might be stuff that these brokers don't know and that we don't know yet, but they're building an avenue as if they know there is an avenue, right? At least as we stand. But the futures market, who regulates it all, if they're trying to be, again, the big bully in the yard, all that means is, of course, they want people on their side because it's regulated, because that means the government can track more of what we do, and they're attacking cryptos or attacking every dollar you send from your bank account, every taxable bull crap. That's really all it is. And it could be the SEC wanting to get everyone on their playground, and maybe that's what it is. So I don't know enough. I just know, as it stands today, there's too much money being spent for alternate avenues. These brokers would not be spending that money for these alternate avenues if they didn't think there was one it could hold. And that's my hopeful but 2 cents opinion.